Proverbs chapter 28. The wicked flee even though no one is pursuing them, but the righteous are as confident as young lions. When a land is in revolt, it has many leaders, but it will enjoy security under a prudent leader. A needy man who oppresses the poor is like a drenching rain that destroys the crops. Those who forsake the law praise the wicked man, but those who observe the law are in constant opposition to him. Evildoers simply cannot comprehend justice, but those who seek the Lord understand it completely. It is far better to be poor and beyond reproach than to become rich through dishonest means. A wise son obeys the law, but a companion of gluttons shames his father. Whoever increases his wealth by charging exorbitant interest amasses it for another who will be generous to the poor. When anyone turns a deaf ear to the law, even his prayer is detestable. Whoever tempts the upright into following evil ways will fall into his own pit, but the blameless will have a good inheritance. The rich man may believe he is wise, but the poor man with discernment will see through him. When the righteous triumph, there is a great celebration, but when the wicked prevail, the people go into hiding. No one who conceals his transgressions will prosper, but one who confesses and renounces them will obtain mercy. Blessed is the man who guards himself against temptation, but anyone who hardens his heart will be overtaken by evil. Like a roaring lion or a bear on the prowl is a wicked man who governs a powerless people. A ruler who lacks sense will oppress his subjects, but one who detests ill-gotten gain will have a long life. Someone guilty of murder will be a fugitive until death. No one should attempt to stop him. Anyone who leads a blameless life will be safe, but whoever follows a crooked path will fall into the pit. One who tills his land will not lack for food, but he who chases fantasies will live in poverty. One who is trustworthy will abound with blessings, but no one who seeks to get rich quickly will go unpunished. To show partially is never good. A man may do wrong even for a morsel of bread. The miser is in a hurry to get rich, never considering that want may eventually afflict him. Whoever rebukes another will in the end win more thanks than one who flatters with his tongue. Anyone who robs his father or mother and denies that he has sinned is no better than a marauding bandit. A greedy person provokes quarrels, but whoever trusts in the Lord will have success. Anyone who trusts in his own wits is a fool, but he whose guide is wisdom will come through safely. No one who gives to the poor will suffer want, but one who closes his eyes to them will get many a curse. When the wicked gain power, people go into hiding, but when the wicked perish, the righteous increase in number. Proverbs chapter 29. One who remains stubborn despite frequent reproof will suddenly be crushed beyond hope of repair. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but they groan when the wicked ascend to power. A man who loves wisdom makes his father glad, but a patron of prostitutes squanders his wealth. By ruling justly, a king gives stability to his country, but one who takes bribes causes its downfall. Anyone who flatters his neighbor is spreading a net to trip him up. An evildoer is ensnared by his own sin, but an upright man goes forward happily. A righteous man has concern for the conditions of the poor, but an evildoer shows no interest in this matter. Scoffers can set a city aflame, but wise men turn against wrath. If a wise man argues with a fool, he will get nowhere whether he rages or laughs. Bloodthirsty men hate one who is blameless, but the upright show concern for him. A fool gives free rein to his anger, but a wise man bides his time and calms it. If a ruler listens to the testimony of liars, all of his officials will adopt evil ways. A poor man and an oppressor have this in common. The Lord gives light to the eyes of both. If a king zealously defends the rights of the poor, his throne will stand firm forever. The rod of correction bestows wisdom, but an unreprimanded youth will bring shame on his mother. When the wicked are in power, sins increase, but the righteous will witness their downfall. If you correct your son, he will give you peace of mind and bring delight to your soul. Without prophecy, the people become uncontrollable, but blessed are those who keep the law. Mere words do not suffice to control a servant, even though he understands. He will not obey you. Do you see someone who is too eager to speak? There is more hope for a fool than for him. If you pamper a slave from his childhood, in the end he will prove ungrateful. A bad-tempered man proves quarrels, and a hothead commits a host of offenses. A man's pride will bring him low, but lowly souls will rise to honor. The accomplice of a thief is his own enemy, or he hears the curse but refuses to answer. The fear of others will prove to be a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is secure. Many seek the favor of a ruler, but it is the Lord who administers justice. A sinful man is abhorrent to the upright, and one who leads a holy life is hated by the wicked.